This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge, sanctioned by Undercover. Weapons of Class 4 and lower, such as sharp leads and heavy bass, have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Commencing at the siren, any and all genres, including trap, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning 7 a.m., when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding father, Undercover. May God have mercy on your soul. Purge. Thank you for your participation. The annual purge will continue in 3, 2, 3, 2, kill. Purge.
What's good, Colin? Moab, J True Cuts.
Thank you for your participation.
It's the purge. The purge already here. Shit, ain't nothing coming. It's already here. It's been going on. It's just people don't see it because the news ain't reporting it. It's like all across the country, you know. All across the country is the same shit everywhere, and they're actually God damn it, they're actually promoting it for Chicago, for Illinois. They're promoting that shit. So you already know what's going on. So that man, it's I don't know what the hell that is, but they're promoting it for Chicago. January 1st, 2023. They're promoting that shit. So what you think the criminals? What you think the criminals are doing? You know, what do you think the criminals are doing? The criminals, right? The criminals, they're preparing for this shit. You know, they're gonna be casing out shit. They're gonna be setting up shit. They're gonna be ready. All right, they're promoting this in Chicago, guys. I went through a little surf through the internet, and they're promoting it. You know, they're talking about it. So that's promotion. How people are like, how could this be doing? How could they? It's people from New York talking about how could they do this, not realizing, bitch, this is what they did. They're doing here. You just can't see it. Crime is legal, man. Especially here in Rochester, it's legal. Crime is legal. All right? It's legal. You know? So the shit is legal. All right? And the criminals know this, man. I mean, Chicago is gonna set this shit off, you know? It really is. But man, reality's been inverted, guys. Like a traffic enforcement unit. Are they following somebody? No. Oh, they're going to work the public market. Yeah, crime is about to be legal. I mean, it's already legal, but this is also happening in other cities across the nation. You just don't know about it because they're not promoting it. They signed on to it, but they're not promoting it. It's happening everywhere. You know, criminals are being let out. You know, people think, oh, I'm moving to this state. You motherfucker, this shit is in Texas. This shit is in Florida. It's everywhere. They're not promoting it. They're all in this together. The lower levels are pissed off. You know, sheriffs, you know, police officials, public officials, but it's coming from the top down, you know? And like people always think I'm blowing smoke out of my ass when I talk about the ICCPR that nobody gives a fuck, that nobody talks about, that no one cares about, and don't understand that that is supreme law of the land next to the Constitution, but it's hidden. And people don't understand that. I don't say this for my own health. I don't sit here and come out here and just spew nonsense all fucking day, even though it sounds like nonsense and bullshit, but it's really not. It's really what the fuck is going on. I just don't have all hours in the day to sit here and show you point for point through a video, word for word. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is where I got my facts from. I mean, I got, like, people want me to fact check myself, and I don't got the time in the day. I just hope people feel what's coming from my heart that's resonating through the vibrations through my vocal cords to take this shit into accountability. And damn, look at this beautiful ass Prevost buses. If you guys ever see me get one of these, I'm already close to it, but you know what I got now. But if I ever get one of these, no, it's going over the border and I'm out of here. So if I ever do a video and you see that, no, the next video you see will be out of this country. I'm just joking. I'm just fucking around. I love those rigs. But anyways, you know, this is all done under Article 9 of the International... Fuck the Constitution. This shit is all unconstitutional. This is what people got to realize. How are they getting away with this? All of this is done legally. Not lawfully, but legally. Because people don't understand what we live in, what's been done to us, where we're going, where we're headed, and sit there and say, how could this happen? Watch the video I uploaded this morning if you guys got time. I just put a compilation together of shit that's going on in multiple cities around the nation, not my own, so people can see that, you know, shit, before I get a copy, what the hell's going on? Shit just playing. Hopefully people pay attention. And then what the airports, TSA, the federal government have been doing to people all these years, stealing people's money. You know, like, this is what if people cannot see what we live in, I don't know what else to tell them. No government saving you. No person is saving you, but you, your own individual ass is going to save you. All right. They're letting you know police ain't coming. Police ain't saving you. If you got a business, bitch, you're out of luck. Because this isn't new to me. Here in Rochester, business owners are told all we could do is come, ask them to leave. And you notice my thumbnail. When I first saw this shit struck me to the core, gave me every vision I need to see when that couple pointed, when they brought out this story, probably a psychological operation due to the professional cameras that were there, due to the colors that were there, the black and white. But it was a clear message to me, any fucking way. of what these people got planned. And it's going right that way. All right. I mean, yeah, we could lock and load and do all this other shit, man. But these people, the same people that have this so-called no bail shit, which we're gonna call the purge, all right, legalizing crime, are the same people, okay, that signed the Disarmament Act from the United Nations. Same shit. All right. This is what they doing to us, man. And everybody just waiting and sitting and doing nothing and just, well, we're going to wait for it's climate change coming, or this is coming, or that is coming, or no, man, they are already in motion, man. The shit is moving right now. It's happening right now. All right. It's not coming. It's here. They're doing it all different factions. They got you looking one way while they slipping something through the door. All right. I mean, look, I'm noticing in a little ass city that I live in, Rochester, New York, this shit firsthand every fucking day, because I'm out here, I'm seeing, I'm witnessing, I'm feeling it, I'm understanding it. Today I saw a brand new person out on fentanyl, decked out. All right. Everything they got on them, they will sell that shit. Brand new people landing right here. Boom. Rochester's known as some dude is here from fucking New Jersey, because Rochester's known as a fentanyl hub where you can readily get it and you can not get in trouble for having it, which is a whole nother story, and ask yourself, why is fentanyl being ignored? Well, look who makes fentanyl and go from there. It's fucking disgusting. This shit is disgusting, guys, man. It really is. That, and the sheep just drive around and just, they're in their little fucking car, which ain't bulletproof. All right. So, and these are the same motherfuckers that ride around just ignoring everything, that are getting carjacked, beat with bats, and their shit stolen and scratching. What happened? Well, your whole fucking society is crumbling right before your fucking eyes, but you're watching football, go Buffalo Bills, basketball, entertainment, fucking The Voice, or whatever the fuck else is on TV that you watch. And then you're watching the news that doesn't tell you this shit's going on. So when you drive down the fucking street and get yanked out of your car and beat with a bat, you think it's just a random incident, No, this is where society is at mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And you're just in the mix of it. And you're part of the fucking problem. It's sad, man. This shit is gonna go on in every fucking major city in America. All right? It's already going on. All right, they're just giving the green light. They're promoting Chicago. All right? They're promoting that shit. Guys, I personally think, that Rochester was gonna be the first place with National Guard on the street, but I forgot. Once I saw it, I was, oh, okay, they're just going as planned. I was going off script. I was going, okay, Rochester, because people in Rochester are already screaming for it. We need the National Guard. The police can't do anything. Meanwhile, Rochester police are riding around 10 cars deep just getting traffic tickets while everything around them falls the fuck apart. Go fucking figure, guys. It's mind-blowing, man. It really is truly fucking mind-blowing what we're witnessing, It truly is, guys. It truly is. It's fucking unreal. And what else do they do in New York State? Well, they're gonna, this shit is gonna be in everywhere else too. What they do in New York State. Well, they made it tougher for legal people to acquire weapons. Make that, while they have a no bail law and crime is rampant and people are getting fucked up, they want to make it harder for you to get something to defend yourself, so you could wait 2 to 3 hours for the fucking cops to come. This shit is crazy, man. And we know all this is for because they want to take the guns. So they got to destabilize shit, make people beg for a bigger police state, which they're going to target you. They're going to make more gun laws because guess who's using all the fucking guns? The criminals. So that's how they masking it, because we're in an inversion society, right? So now, oh, we need more gun laws. Well, fucking the goddamn criminals are committing all the fucking crimes. What the fuck? We need more gun laws now. You can't do this. You can't do that. This is how they do it, man. And people can't see it. Oh, they're taking our rights. They're taking our gun rights away. And these people, I almost lost fucking patience for. And here, I got a lady behind me who has zero patience. She's hanging out the window while I'm at the bank teller, depositing my Fiat tickets. My Fiat tickets for the raffle, so I can go buy my prizes in the stores with my raffle tickets. And this lady's looking all wild and fucking crazy. I want to, you know what? You guys got to see this shit through my rearview mirror. Let me see if I can zoom in on this shit. How people react. You know, this is the state of people, man. Whether it's in the food, fucking drugs, prescription drugs, which we're looking at one, Walgreens Pharmaca, all right? We're looking at one across the street, whether it's the food, the drugs, the air, the water, something is, or the digital devices that are beaming some to these people's fucking brains. I mean, this shit is crazy. I should break down right here, do a fake breakdown. I say, oh shit, my car won't start. Pop the hood and say, sorry, you guys got to use the one in there. But then I would be an asshole for doing that. Oh, I'm sorry, I broke down. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm parked so close to the ATM, you can't even use it. I'm sorry. And I'll just break down right here, pop the hood, sit here for 20, 30 minutes, and then close it and drive off. Because people have no patience. So, but anyways, sorry to go off on a rant. I'm waiting for the hands to flail as I wait for my receipt. So, God damn, I gotta. Okay, so we're good now. We can roll off, and this lady can not be mad anymore. Yo, what you doing? Get one. Those are my snacks. So, yeah, guys. Sorry to go off on a tangent there, but man, I'm just so sick of this shit, man. You know? And yeah, this is what's coming. What's good? Bend the Mrs. Over, Angel, Colin, Bend Over, Brother Cuts, Rap Samples, Oil, V, what's good? Damien, Colin, Disciples of the Messiah, what's good? So, you know, man, pay attention, you know. I mean, it's so dangerous out. You guys haven't seen me do any night rides, like, you know. That's how dangerous it is. I don't even want to be fucking out because I'll either have to. I don't know. I mean, I'm just not out. I just have no desire to fucking be driving around the streets at night. But I am, though. I'm going to do it because it's going to start getting cold. So I want to record the difference. Because in the morning, it's like the fucking Walking Dead. There's people on drugs everywhere, man. It's like, what the fuck, man? And it's the fentanyl. They're doing the other stuff, but it's mostly the fentanyl that got the people out here like this, man. You know? And man, I feel sorry for fucking Chicago, man. Minneapolis, this shit is going on because Minnesota has the same shit. Minneapolis fucking crime is crazy. All right, it's fucking rampant. You know. But yesterday in the suburbs that border Rochester, New York, Greece, New York, someone was broad daylight, like 2:30. Somebody shot in the head right in the driveway. Shot dead, boom. Probably like an isolated incident, but hey, I mean, this is the energy that's out here. You know, it's the purge in America that they've been telling us about. You know, and as more people get desperate, more crime goes up. Because guess what, guys? Crime is legal. So it's legal here in New York State, and it's spreading out to the suburbs. You know, all the theft and shit is all in the suburbs. It's crazy. The news, they won't report it, but when I go look at the crime incidents, god damn. You know? And I got the thumbnail up there, that's what it's all about. They need to get your guns, guys. And as they tell business owners, there ain't shit they can do. It's up to you. Meaning, no, we ain't fucking with whatever this is behind the scenes under this United Nations declaration under Article 9. All right? We don't want repercussions from that, so you guys basically handle it. We'll just give them the ticket. We done our job. We walk away. Whatever you guys do, that's on you. And then you find yourself in litigation, you know, weapons taken away. Oh, was this person a threat? But I was justified. Yeah. In the old world, we're in the new world normal, where it ain't justified. If you're not in threat, remember, you guys got your gun permits. You missed that. We slipped in there. You dumb motherfucker. You just signed. You didn't read it all. You missed it. It says if they're threatening your person, not your property. That's wrong. Property is meaningless. Property is nothing. You killed someone over property. You got to pay. Well, you know, we're just going to take your firearms, give you a fine, you know, a little probation, whatever. That's it. Your gun license is now revoked for life. This is what they're doing, guys. Point blank, period. People are waiting for tanks and paratroopers and fucking drone strikes to come take your guns. No. Your own neighbor gonna take your fucking gun. The people in your community are gonna take your gun. They already showed us what the fuck they're gonna do. Or they're gonna make you violent. Oh, we'll cut you a deal. You will cut you a deal. Oh, your lawyer's gonna cut a deal because ain't nobody walking through this shit, facing all this shit on their own after they done pop somebody for being on their property where it says don't fucking come on my property, which how many people's property says actually don't fucking come on my property, bitch, or your ass is dead. We ask questions later. Nobody has that sign warning the person, all right? So therefore, when they enter, they know they're liable to get fucking shot and killed. Nope, no one has that on their property, all right? And they're not telling you to do that, all right? They weren't give forewarning that they were possibly going to be killed because you may feel threatened, all right? Which would then be justified, but you don't have that on your property, so therefore, you done shot someone in your car who was not affecting you. Yeah, their next move might have been in your house, but they don't want to hear that. And this is what they're doing, man. All right, and what are they gonna do? Oh, we'll cut you a deal. You turn in all your firearms, and your license to own a firearm is revoked, and you can never reapply for another firearm in your fucking life. Sign me up, please. I don't want to face fucking 25 years or 10 years or even a week. This is what they're gonna do, guys. Mark my fucking words, man. You know, you can't see this shit coming. I don't know what else to tell you. If anybody's been here on my channel, I've been talking about this shit long enough. And this one really fucking alarmed me when I saw this one. And you guys know I make tons of videos on that shit. On them, and I'll talk about it. They're gonna be coming squatting and protesting, whatever shit, Trump, climate change, your American flag, anything to do with freedom. Them bitches gonna come on your motherfucking property for certain individuals, and it ain't shit you gonna do about it. And if you do, guess what? You're held liable. All right? And there goes parking enforcement writing tickets while not paying for parking himself. I don't feel like charging up parking enforcement right now, but he's out there writing tickets. I think he's actually parking where you're not supposed to park, but do as I say, not as I do. He's over there writing fucking tickets. God, that just irks me. Sorry, guys, I'm looking back at the guy writing a ticket for somebody parking. know? Unbelievable, man. All right. Can't even hide in the wilderness. You can't hide in the wilderness. You can't. All you could do is get out of their fucking hair. You know. You know. I mean, look what they're doing to the United States. You know. I mean, we gotta. At some point, we gotta face it, and you know, we gotta face it. I mean, yes, we wake people up, we do what we do, but we gotta face the realization that they already got the shit in place, man. They have shit set in stone. They've signed on to things. They gotta do this stuff. The climate change agenda, they have to do it. No, we're not going to stop it. All right? We're not going to stop it. This is what they want to do. But maybe if we wake enough people up, we can change the course to where it's not going like you motherfuckers wanted to. No, we're not doing it like that. Or we're going to do this. You got fucking 100 million people that said, no, we're going to do this. We're not even playing. You're going to do it this way, you know? But when you got the majority of people that just won't do shit, feminized fucking men, as I just looked at, fucking women that are men, all right? And living in a fucked up society, man. You know? People are patient. This dude's still giving people fucking tickets. I'm gonna just sit here and see if he comes up to the car. I'm gonna turn the car off and just sit here. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute, guys. Talk to y'all for a minute. But he's ticketing his ass off right now, checking, making sure everybody's got the little pay sticker in there, you know. And he's on jaywalking across the fucking street. This is what they do. He's jaywalking across the street, but he's giving other people a ticket for parking and checking meters. And I think he might be parking past the sign. And yeah, so let's see if he comes over here. We're gonna give him a fuck. We're gonna scare his ass. If he comes here, we're scaring him. But yeah, so this is you know, oh man, so yeah, it's just crazy, you know. When I check out what's happened in the area, you know, in my own area, and I go look at other areas, I'm like, what the fuck? This is everywhere, you know. This shit is crazy. Outrageous. Nope, he's going inside. Watch this shit. Watch this shit, guys. All right, he's parked. He don't have a fucking ticket on it. Yeah. What up? No, I know what he's doing. Hey man, you're parked over here without your parking ticket. You should move it. I don't want you to get a ticket.
No, I want to go in now.
You got to move that. You parked illegally.
It's illegal?
That's illegal, man. You parked illegally. There's no ticket in there. You writing tickets to everybody? No. That's your parking pass?
Yeah,
It's the city of Rochester.
it's an official vehicle.
No, it's not an official vehicle. It's not. You got to obey the same rules everybody else got to obey. And then you jaywalked over there.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to jaywalk. Now, when I send this video to your boss, what's he gonna say? Don't jaywalk, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to jaywalk.
That's what he gonna say.
You're supposed to cross here in the crosswalk. You crossed all the way over there. I got you on video.
Yeah.
But you're writing tickets. I mean, come on, man. And then look at the plate.
Yeah.
Look at the plate.
We already reported.
Come on.
They haven't changed it.
You gotta.
We make a report on that.
Yeah, but you gotta follow the rules. Don't take this car out. The number is missing. We can't identify that car. But what if we miss it? See? Now, if we ride around like that, we're gonna get a ticket. You see? This car should be out of service until they get a plate. It should be out of. This should be your job.
I am great. No, he's
No.
my supervisor.
I know, but if you see a plate on a car, what you gonna do?
Me? No.
See?
He's
See?
See?
But I'm just saying, and you guys give car tickets all the time. I see it for no registration, no inspection, right? You do.
Expire inspection.
Yes.
Not
See?
We don't write
But look,
inspections.
this car, you should say, you know what? You should drive it back over there and say, you know what? I shouldn't be driving this. That's what you should be doing. And then this really isn't an official vehicle. I mean, you should be able to obey. Under the vehicle and traffic law, even the police have to obey all vehicle and traffic laws.
Traffic laws, yeah.
Yes.
On parking,
It's traffic.
Some official vehicles are exempt of some parking
Oh.
violations. You can read it on the.
Oh, so they're
city.
exempt. Oh no, I got a lot of
There
stuff.
are some-
I got a lot of stuff in work.
But you can read it. You can read
But
it. There
e-
is some
even
exemption for some
right,
official
but still,
vehicles. On
this
parking.
plate, you should go take
That
it back.
plate,
You jaywalking, you shouldn't jaywalk. You should follow the rules.
I'm with you on that one.
So I'm just saying, I'm out here because I like people to follow the rules. If they're trying to make and write tickets for other people to follow the rules, you got to follow the rules. I do the same thing with police. So this car, you don't see the number.
It's up to the
See?
the supervisor.
Well, they need to get on their job, man. You know, you're the boss. You're actually more important than they are because you're supposed to tell them, like, look, I shouldn't drive this car around. It's illegal.
I already let them know about that.
All right. So don't take it out no more. Take it right. Where are you coming from? Over there on State Street?
It's up.
I know, but where's this car? State Street under the parking garage?
Yes.
It's a whole bunch more under there with good plates. Trust me, I just came from there.
I know.
All right, you have a nice day, man. No more jaywalking.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah. He's a cool. He's a. Oh God. Did you see that though? The plate missing the numbers on it. Like I said, they don't gotta obey the They don't gotta obey the rules, but we gotta obey the rules. There's no questions asked. I'm gonna let him pull out first. Use his turn signal. All right, we're following rules now. We're following rules now. Guess what I'm about to do? A U-turn. So, there you have it, guys. I just couldn't fucking help myself. But, yeah, man. There's a homeless person sleeping in that booth. It's always been like that, even since I'm a kid, but it's just so many homeless people now, man. And this city is small. There was a homeless population, but it was not like it is now. Every fucking where, every street, on ramp, everywhere there's homeless people, man. It's so fucked up, man. And you know, they all have the same look. It's that fucking drug fentanyl, you know? It's like crack is like weed now. And weed's like candy, puff smoke cigarettes. Like, the standards then went way fucking upside down. It's crazy, man. And this fentanyl stuff is unbelievable, man. And they keep making longer, man. They got the car fentanyl, and then they got another one. It's like crazy. It's like they're at the point where they're mixing Narcan. They're gonna mix Narcan with this fucking fentanyl. So they could get so fucked up high, they'll be so wired, but somehow the shit will keep them fucking still wired. Like, I'm telling you, at some point, this Narcan is gonna come into play with this fentanyl. It already put up dispensaries, free fucking shit everywhere. basically saying, look, do all the fentanyl you want. We need this problem. Inject, have one of your buddies watch. If you OD, let them hit you. You know, they're the best ones. They're going to let them that high go. They're going to be like, oh, this motherfucker's damn near dead. Ain't got no pulse, ain't even breathing, but we know he gonna come up out of it, so we're gonna leave him. It's stories all over the fucking country, guys, of people unzipping themselves or waking up in a fucking body bag or on a death tray. Like, come on, man, this shit is fucking outrageous, man. It's all kind of stories like that. But yeah, so this shit is coming to a city near you, and like I said, trespassers, I mean, good luck with that. Why you think when we were in New York City they couldn't do shit? Because it's fucking legal. It's nothing they could do, you know? Ain't shit they could fucking do but give you a ticket and tell you to leave. That is the law, all right? That is the law. They play like they can arrest you. They play like they could do this. Like all they could do is ask you to leave. You say, no, bitch, I'm standing right here, motherfucker. To do ain't shit they could fucking do to you, you know? Even though there is places that will try to take the shit in their own hands, but under their own shit, they're not supposed to remove anybody. It's supposed to be up to the business owner. That's why you've seen like some places they'll have their own security to do that shit, to threaten you and buck up, and even they really can't do it, but they'll go that length. You know, they'll get physical with you and then deal with it later in fucking court litigation. But they even know that they can't do shit. That's why, like here in Rochester, Long Island Audit, he went over here, he tested the whole system. And our Rochester has just tried to use scare tactics, you know? Because they really can't do any fucking thing. And this is why Rochester said, fuck that. We got to put up metal detectors. Because they know the shit they implemented by legislation is going to get so bad, it's coming to them. So they need to do what they need to do. So they got the metal detectors, you know? And you're going to see more of this shit. And it's playing right into the hand of everything, guys. It's playing into the hand of fucking, it's playing right into the hand of the businesses, with people being scared to go to businesses, going out. You know, Amazon will be the choice, because people are not going to want to. It's so dangerous. People's inventory. Wait till Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, and Target do their fucking inventory. They're going to be, it's going to see it all over the news of how much they lost due to shoplifting. And then they're going to have this magical new fucking technology that we're all going to have to fucking endure because of this. Whether it's 1 year or 2 year, they got it all planned out, guys. You know, they got it all planned out. You know? They're going to have some shit where the door won't open if your shit isn't scanned and tagged through your device or some shit. You know? Like you can't even go out the door. And guess what? People are going to be like, yes, this is great. You know, all the stealing and the theft and all this other stuff. We need this. Yep. They're going to make you beg for fucking their tear. You're going to make you beg for tearing them. Oh, you made it. You asked us for this, guys. You asked for National Guard on every corner letting you in and out of your community. You asked for it. We didn't do anything. You know? All right, let me address some comments. All right, Mappy, you think someone can trespass on a private property and can't do anything? I'm mental? No, I ain't mental. Do you know anything about laws, buddy? Yeah, I know about what law used to be. You better look at what legislation says now. I know what the law used to be. You could pop any fucking body and there ain't nothing happen. Go look at it now, Mappy. I don't know what state or what state of being you're in. I really don't know. Let me move. This is a fucking cement truck. I don't know what state of being you're in, but in here in Rochester, New York, in a business and on your property, you better check all the new gun laws, buddy, before you start yapping your trapping on over here. Don't yap and trap if you don't know. Yeah, I know what the law used to say about trespassing. I understand it. Go look at what legislation says now. All right? You think the regular person knows anything about real law? No, they fucking don't. So they're going to go upon what they think. And guess what? They're going to find out they've lost. All right? Look at the thumbnail before you click it on. I got it up there for a reason because they already showed us they were going to do this shit. So, yes, you can do whatever you want in this world. You can eat shit off the street if you want to. It doesn't mean do it. You can shoot somebody for being on your property. Yes, but guess what? What they have is what we got to deal with. You know? It just is what it is. Mappy. All right, you're in Alabama. All right, it might not have hit there yet, but it's here. And it's in California. It's in Minnesota. It's going to be in Illinois. It's in other states, but you don't hear about it. I never looked at Alabama, so, and I don't care what's whack. I'm from Earth. I just dwell in New York State. So we're both from the same place. You just name yours Alabama. I name mine New York. All right, and I'm not from here. I wasn't born here, but I'm dwelling here for the moment in time. All right, I don't claim a set. I don't claim nothing. I'm from fucking planet Earth, where my feet at. Wherever my feet at, that's my home. So I don't know what else to tell you, buddy. So you can hold on to that beliefs all you want. I'm just telling you what's coming and what's here. All right. So it is what it is. All I'm saying is I wish someone, okay, yes, we all have that buck up mentality. We got it. I got it too. Somebody come on my shit, there's going to be problems. But you better think of what problem you're getting into. Remember, this is a war. We're at war. It's a different war. It's not being fought like it was, like they taught us in history. This is all new what they're doing. All right? They're manipulating shit. That's what I'm here. Yeah, obviously you ain't been here long enough to listen to what I'm talking about. I know the law. That's one thing I know very well is the laws, all right? I know about trespassing. What I'm talking about is what the order followers and the legislation is doing right now. They're doing this right now. There's a judge in, I forgot what county, King County, I think it is, New York, that is so mad, it's okay to stream his shit. He streams it to YouTube to show him having to let all these youth with shootings, assaults, violent crimes out back on the street because of the same thing that I'm talking about right now. That's why I'm paying attention to what's going on, guys. Speaking of Amazon, look at all these Amazon trucks riding around. And remember I told you about Amazon? Why is Amazon being built so big here in Rochester? I don't know. And I told you what I think. I think somehow they're going to be doing some type of something. But, yeah. I'm not in fear of my life. So I can care less. I'm not in fear. I already know I got one great weapon, you know, and that's why I'm not in fear, because I will be moved as the universe sees fit. I'm not in control. So that's all I'm saying, Mappy. I'm not an idiot. I know what I'm talking about. So I'm just telling you what they got on the books right now here in New York State and other states. I never looked at Alabama. You should check Alabama because that's where you're at. I look in my own backyard first and then spread out. And then I'm like, this is bad. And then I'm making a video about it. Then I'm making live streams about it. So it's bad and it's getting worse. That's all. Get that through your head, buddy. You New Yorkers act like I don't consider myself a New Yorker. For one, I'm from upstate New York. Two, I don't claim to know anything. I just come out and tell you what the fuck's going on, and I don't actually tell you. I actually get out and show you what's going on, Mappy. What's your channel? What are you doing to show us? So that's how you show me. You show me what you're doing. Don't tell me. Show me what you're doing, my friend, Mappy. Beautiful to have all these trolls come around. So thanks, Cuts. Don't tell them nothing. They don't understand. Some people don't want to let the Matrix go. Sorry. I mean, I can't tell you that. You know, I'm sad that I'm the one that's breaking the news to you, because the news ain't gonna break it to you. And matter of fact, I think I'll just do some research on Alabama since you know all the laws, and I'll see if it's coming to your neck of the woods. Wouldn't take me any long. So maybe go to some Alabama. Yeah, go to Alabama YouTube channel. And actually, it's dope in Alabama. I like Alabama. A lot of my brothers and sisters are in Alabama. That's native country. That's indigenous land right there. You better check who really is on whose land you're really on. Remember, you can't own no property in the United States, buddy. Not when you're using a word buddy, I know you don't own any property. You might think you own it, but you don't own it. I'm positive there's nothing new that you can teach me. I'm not trying to troll you. All right. Guess what, Mappy? There's a lot of new things that a lot of people could teach me. I'd never say that I know everything. So you just said that I think I know everything, but you just told me you know everything. Wow. How does that work? I sat here and told you I don't know nothing. You told me I know everything. And then you sit here and tell me you know everything. So that makes sense. But this is the world we live in, the world of inversion, the upside down where shit don't make sense. So maybe he makes sense and I don't make sense. I don't know. Maybe I am on the wrong path. Shit, I don't even know at this point. I'm just giving you what I'm seeing on the ground, real time, in my own neck of the woods. I'm not out in the woods hiding and pretending I know what's going on. I'm showing you what the fuck's going on. In all kinds of ways. I'm not a one-trick pony. I don't sit here and just tie to one thing. But I might be doing one thing, and next thing I'm doing another thing, and then come back to that thing, and then doing this thing. So, Mappy, have fun in Alabama. When these people start coming on your property, maybe you live so far out it'll never get there that way. There is safe havens in America that people ain't gonna make it to. But hey, some other people might make it to. When crime becomes legal, then you'll see who's really in your neck of the woods. You're like, fuck, I didn't know there was gangs out here. I didn't know there was cartels out here. Holy shit. They just took that man's whole livelihood. Yeah, that's what happens when crime's legal. So, I'm just telling you, it is what it is. Look up Article 9 under the ICCPR, and then look up the ICCPR, which is supreme law of the land that is signed onto by yours truly, the United States Corporation. That's why you see what you're seeing here. It's not because they can do it constitutionally. They can't do none of this shit. It's because it's a United Nations agenda. And one thing that has to get out of the way, like Klaus Schwab said, was the old American ways. We need to end that. And one of them is freedom. They're like, fuck. They're basically saying, y'all dumb motherfuckers thought y'all was free all this time. You haven't been. Bitch, we're going to tell you and show you you haven't. That's what they said. And if you don't believe the ICCPR is the supreme law of the land, I don't know what to tell you. It's in the books. BLM used it. Legislation is using it. All these imposters that are here to hijack America are using it. But it's actually there for our rights, but we're too dumb to see it. We don't use it. But when we do use it, oh shit, guess what? All of a sudden, life starts to change. Shit, you just don't, shit just doesn't affect you anymore. There's an opportunity to be free or a fucking slave. And soon that opportunity is going to close where, hey, if you didn't get right when we gave you our debt slave truly, and we're going to take your body and do it. Shout out to all you guys. What's good, Sneaker Mom? Let's make today count, being all you can be. Live for yourself. You'll live. Live again. Yeah, that's right. And that's what we got to do. And that's the whole part of waking up. Is we got to what the hell's going on here? In Virginia, I bet. Shit, Richmond. I know Richmond probably crazy. What is that? The engine? Oh, he riding on a rim. The hell is that noise? Richmond or like Yeah, I know it's bad everywhere, man. You know, it's bad everywhere. Mappy, he's in a safe part. You know, maybe you should make videos and say, hey, you guys want to come to where it's safe and you can, know everything. You know. So what's good, Rap Sample, Sneaker on, Colin, Angel, exact. So much shit in a day, just by being when you are cleansing your lungs, stay away from things that are cold, in your throat. And yeah, Richmond, Norfolk. Damn, yo, for some reason, I'm in connection in the city of Rochester. So I'm gonna give it a minute. I don't know what the hell. Sorry about that, guys. My phone overheated. I don't know how overheated. It ain't hot outside. Let me know if when we're back. Stupid ass phone. Literally, it's not hot out at all, but probably because did I have my charger in? No, I didn't have my charger in. Let me know if we're back. Alright, we're back. We're back. We're gonna, what you call it? But, thanks, guys. Thanks. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Oh, man, it's outrageous out here, man. It really is. And the thing is, news is staying away from what's going on in the city. They're not talking about it. God, I don't see how this phone is hacked. Let me turn. We good? Or we got a black screen like this phone always likes to go to a black screen? Let me know if we're good. Alright, we're good. Again, shout out to all you guys. But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Today's gonna be the last hot day here in Rochester, New York. So all right, we're back. All right, Rap Samples, peace, my guy. Thanks. I can't even pronounce that. Vias. Thanks, Angel. We got a black screen. Is it no? We got a black screen or no black screen? Okay, thanks. All right, so wherever we were at, I forgot, but and that's another thing is what's up with the cell phone service? I thought we was like 5G and like all this, 5G and super fast internet. It's like the shit's slower. It's like seriously, like what 5G are we doing? And then it makes you wonder, like, it seems like the same cell service since 3G, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't fucking know. But I don't see 5G. You barely get a signal. Some places stream. Even in New York City, Times Square. Like, where's the 5G? Where's the so-called 5G? Makes you wonder what they're beaming. Is they beaming us or the damn phones? Who knows? I don't know. It's like I was saying, something's going on that's fucking people's minds up. And another thing is, I know it's retrograding, but when's this shit end? I know it's retrograding, but I've felt like demotivated lately. Demotivated, just don't feel like really doing much. It's like, I don't know what it is. Just been feeling like lack of motivation, to do things. And I don't know. Like I said, we're battling a lot of different fronts. One of them is energy. So that's how I've been feeling lately. Let's see. Oh, so October 2nd ends. So what's good, NH guy? But back to what I was saying about this destruction, this purge of America. All right, what they're doing it under. People don't understand. I've been telling people to research the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights for years. This is how LGBTQ, YXZ, NNOP got all their rights. This is why they have so many different factions of blackness, so they can't figure the shit out and come together and be like, listen, we need these rights. How the hell these people got all these rights, can do whatever the fuck they want, but we still ain't got no rights? We're still a level of class of people. Well, because you're entertained by football, basketball, rap music, and just dumb shit all day, this is the result. And the ones that do wake up, they fall into fucking the crew of all different kind of factions of being black. I'm like, okay, this is the only place on fucking earth in America where the dark-skinned people are totally fucking lost. When Africans, to kill all the debates about African American and the African, we come from Africa shit, ain't no one on fucking Africa looking for your ass. Nowhere in their lineage, your ass resides, motherfucker. What does that tell you? They're not looking for the long-lost fucking family members and fucking that got took into America. Where do you see this shit at? People can't even figure that, the so-called black conscious community. Like, I just get to the simplest point. Where the fuck are the people in Africa saying they long-lost great-great-great-grandparents and family members is over in America? No. Totally different fucking group of people, man. I don't know how that's hard to figure out, Then you got the Hebrew Israelite shit. How the fuck does that make sense? It's beyond me. I don't even know, because I look at these brothers and I know for a fact, because I got a cousin who's a Hebrew Israelite, and I trace my family lineage back, and I know goddamn well where we came from, down in the Carolinas, from a tribe, all right? And he didn't want to hear shit about it, and he still lives in the fucking area. Like, what? He's a Hebrew Israelite. That's it. Don't want to hear shit else. Christianity wasn't even a part of fucking anything to do with American indigenous life. When motherfuckers living off the land, living in harmony with the universe and nature, understanding the creation story. Like, what? Wow, all right, you want to dismiss that shit? Come on, man. So, yeah, it's mind-blowing. Then you have this other shit, You got the Moors, which are cool-ass brothers, but that shit doesn't add up to me either. And then you got the, what's the other shit? I don't fucking know. Pan-African shit. Pan-Africanism. And I'm forgetting the other ones, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just ridiculous, man. But this is what if Black Lives really mattered, what they would have used. They would have used this shit. You know, but nah, they got the other shit all passed out. You know, how you think they was able to defund the police for a period of time? To where there's not many police, to where they can't do shit, to where they can't come out, to where they gotta go by human dignity. You know what I'm saying? This is what they're doing. They're using it against us because we don't know ourselves. You know, it's a spiritual thing. You know? And when we do know ourselves and use it, guess what happens? You know? Q60S. Never seen that before. So, all right, we'll go to Article 9. This is where it's all coming from, guys. For people who don't believe me, and people who think that I'm fucking stupid, like the troll that came over here, Mappy. Article 9 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Everyone has the right to liberty. And this is how change was being made. People figured this out. People went to this and used this to get exempt from the good old pokey dope. And which one did they use? They use Article 7, which is no one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. In particular, no one shall be subjected without his free consent to medical or a scientific experimentation. This is Article 7. People use this shit. Look it up. I'm not talking out of my ass. All right, so Article 9 says this is what they're using on us right now. I don't know how else to put it to you. This is 100,000% what they're using on us right now. Article 1. Everyone has the right to liberty and security of person. All right. That right there is a powerful statement in law. All right. There's your Mr. Mappy. I'm going to shoot you, motherfucker, if you come on my property shit. They're going to get it down to, bitch, this ain't even your motherfucking property when y'all go dig through all the layers. All right. Everyone has a right to liberty and security of person. No one shall be subjected to an arbitrary arrest or detention. That means no one, all right? Not police, not civilian, not anybody, all right? No one shall be deprived of his liberty except on such ground as in accordance with such procedure as are established by law. Go look up at all the new little legislation they're passing at midnight when your ass is sleeping or watching fucking Netflix and shit. Or sports. All right? Look it up, guys. This is what they're doing. Number 2, anyone who is arrested shall be informed at the time of arrest of reasons for his arrest and shall be promptly informed of any charges against him. And this shit is powerful right here. All right? This is powerful. This is the United Nations. This shit is supreme law of the land in the United States. They're not going to tell you because the ICCPR is not self-executed, meaning the government's not going to come on fucking TV and tell you, look, you have rights under the Human Rights Treaty that we signed on to for y'all. No, they are. Look it up. They ain't telling you. They put this in the fucking in the ratification clause. They put it in there. It's not self-executing. That means they're not telling you. But if you bring it up, they're gonna diligently uphold all your rights to the fullest extent. And that's why you see LGBT, BLM. Remember, Chop Zone. As soon as I heard them mention the word autonomous, I was like, oh my fucking God. No, they did not just say that. Autonomous zone. That's UN language. I went right there. I understood that the legislation in Seattle passed that. Kashami Sawant did all that fucking dirty work to get that in there. Police walked off. National Guard walked off. They fucking destroyed and looted fucking police precincts, and they took a whole block over. All right? How'd they do that? Yes, it's an agenda, UN agenda. All right? So, number 2, Article 9, 2. Anyone who is arrested shall be informed at the time of arrest of the reasons for his arrest and shall be promptly informed of any charges against him. Number 3, anyone arrested or detained on a criminal charge shall be brought promptly before a judge or other officer authorized by law to exercise judicial power and shall be entitled to a trial within a reasonable time or to release. This is what they're fucking doing. This is why you see judges having to be called and people being arraigned fast, all right? In New York State, people know trials are happening faster. You look across the United States, trials, the trials have to be done faster now. Why? Look right here. I dare anybody to try to come fucking prove me wrong with this shit. I've been talking about this shit for years, all right? All right, so now, anyone arrested, detained on a criminal charge shall be brought promptly before a judge, all right, or other officer. And this is shit that you could use if you're unlawfully arrested. You need to be in front of a judge promptly under Article 9.3 of the United Nations. Guess, man, you start talking this shit and you speak to the superiors, them motherfuckers ducking and running. Like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? How does he know this shit? Let's take care of him. Listen, we don't want any repercussion because this is operating under a color of lawsuit, violent deprivation of rights. All right, 100%. All right, because this is in line with the Constitution of the United States. All right. They'll say, oh, it's constitutionally protected. Yes, because they don't want you to know about this. This is supreme law of the land. They put the Constitution in front of it. Like, okay, look here. Yep, you're right. Goodbye. Because at some point, they are going to remove the Constitution or change the Constitution. Look at other nations. Look at other countries. They did it in Mexico. All right. They did it in Mexico. It was a benefit to Mexico, but they done it in other countries. All right. They have to get all of the country and all of the people. Remember, the United States is not a nation no more. It's not a country. It's a corporation. So what do you think is going to happen to that Constitution? This is why they got to weaken us out. They got to flood us out. They got to destabilize and demoralize the United States because they need to do this. And they're going to say, it's because of the fucking Constitution. Well, we need to change it. And they're going to make it look all good and pretty. Look, we're going to have this right now. They're going to make it look all glitz and glamour. In reality, it was a fucking plan from all along. All right. So anyways, back to number 3. All right. You want to go order? Shout out to Just Juice. Shout out to Creative Pizza. You know? So, I'm sorry I'm not reading the comments, guys. And you're right. What's it to you? You're 100% right. That's another topic that it'll be a long-winded thing, but yeah. So we're going back to this. Let me read Article 9 because this is what people need to know about because this is what they're doing here in the United States. The United Nations of America. All right, this is what they're doing. You don't believe it's the United Nations? Look up the Build Back Better that has now turned BG2, that they're passing all these $1 trillion stimulus bills, which ain't got shit to do with your American dumbass. They give you a little bit of bullshit, but the rest of it's going to building their fucking global infrastructure plan. And they ravage a natural disaster ravages fucking the Pacific, the southern part of Taiwan magically after Pelosi's visit in an area where it's an older infrastructure and a more poorer infrastructure, right? Why? Well, just look in the near future who's going to help build that, who's going to help build back better. All right, even though it's not Build Back Better, it's the Pacific, it's the PG2. All right. And you guys remember all the talk with Obama, the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. That is all that shit was to fucking combat the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative, guys. This has been going on, man. All right, this is the Klaus Schwab fucking game plan that they're talking about, the change of the climate. You know, this is what it's all about. If you actually look at the shit Klaus Schwab said, he ain't talking nothing American. It ain't nothing about America no more. All right? He's talking about everything over in that area. When you look at it, this is what people ain't seeing. He ain't even, if you look at what he says, these motherfuckers not even talking about America. They're talking about corporations. They ain't talking about the American people. When they do, they say, oh, American and their fucking freedom beliefs. And you got Urhov, Navarro, that psychopath, talking about Americans, talking about Christians and shit. They're talking about the American Christian. They ain't talking about the Christians that really into the Christianity, who actually look like Muslims and actually live that fucking righteous life. No, they're talking about the ones who practice religions in America, like where they practice education and they practice medicine and they practice law. Yeah, the place where they do all the practices on, the place where they do all the human experiments on in America. And we think it's the illusion of, oh, we're living it up. No, we're actually living it down, guys. We're living backwards. So anyway, moving on. All right. Back to number 3. Anyone arrested or detained on a criminal charge shall be brought promptly before a judge. Go on YouTube, look at all the fucking live streams. They're showing you this real time. It's the International Covenant of Civil Rights. They cannot do this shit under the Constitution. It's not legal. It's not law. It's nothing. But they're doing it. Well, how are they doing it? Well, there's something in place. What is it? Something they're not telling your ass, and it's this. Same shit. The reason why LGBT can go into schools dressing and flapping their balls around in front of kids. It's because they got the right to do it under this. If they don't, the school, the district, the city, town, village, whatever, will get sued and have to pay a lot of money. Who wants that? No one. All right? This is their leverage. This is how they do it. This is how they can go into destroy a fucking city and police do nothing and watch. Well, we can't blame it on, well, don't arrest anyone tonight as they destroy Rochester because it may come back on the BLM protesters, and we don't want that kind of flack, So, kind of like, let it happen, don't really do anything, This is what goes on, guys. This is what's going on. It's been happening, all right? So then again, as I read on, I keep getting interrupted, exercise judicial power shall be entitled to a trial with a reasonable time or to release. Basically, you come in front of them, you ain't got enough evidence. They have their documents, their paperwork. They have a detective, a specialist that's right there. Damn, we got to cut him loose because we ain't got shit right now. He didn't actually shoot the motherfucker, or we know he shot him, but we can't find the gun right now. Well, you got to release him till you find the weapon, and you got to release them. This is how it's going, guys. All right. After that, it says, it shall not be the general rule that persons awaiting trial shall be detained in custody. What does that tell you? It shall not be the general rule. That means them motherfuckers don't need to be detained until trial. Point blank, period. It shall not be the general rule that persons awaiting trial shall be detained in custody, but release may be subject to guarantees to appear before trial. Ankle bracelet. Them saying, yes, I will appear. Their mom, dad, uncle, brother, sister, family saying, yes, they're a good outstanding. They're not going to, they're not going to flee. Meanwhile, we see fucking people that have a lengthy criminal record just released right back out. All right. So it says, it shall not be a general rule that persons awaiting trial shall be detained in custody, but release may be subject to guarantees to appear for trial at any other stage of the judicial proceedings and should occasion arise for execution of the judgment. 4, anyone who is deprived of his liberty by arrest or detention shall be entitled to take proceedings before a court in order that that court may decide without delay on the lawfulness of his detention and order his release of the detention is not lawful. If the detention is not lawful. All right. You see what they're saying, lawful. They're giving us, okay, y'all are right here. We're not going to tell you about it, but the criminals are going to use it. The criminal system is going to use it. All the legislators, all the little cronies in there are going to be like, they're going to release them. They're going to release them. All right. And then check this out. This is where the full force of this comes into effect. Nobody wants litigation because it costs money and time and eyeballs. Number 5 of Article 9 is anyone who has been the victim of an unlawful arrest or detention. All right. Now we're not going to get into the whole driving and traveling and all that other stupid shit and all that. This is where your power actually comes into play, if you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Shall have an enforceable right to compensation. This is what the intent to sue comes into play. All right? And you know who's using this well? Long Island Audit. He's using this shit really well. You know? They're tossing shit out, paying them. They're doing all kind of shit. You know? And this is the silver bullet. You go right here. This is straight to the point, easy for anybody. And they made this United Nations thing easy for people to understand so the regular people can do this. You know? All right, so Article 10, all right? All persons, Article 10.1, all persons deprived of their liberty shall be treated with humanity and with respect for the inherent dignity of the human person. Number 2A, accused persons shall, save in exceptional circumstances, be segregated from convicted persons and shall be subject to separate treatment appropriate to their status as unconvicted persons, guys. People don't realize, they don't see. No one pays attention when I make a video, get one view about them releasing prisoners out of a prison. All of a sudden, well, they got to make room for these agendas, man. All the videos I do that have real information don't get any fucking views whatsoever. Because people don't understand it, so they're like, I don't watch that shit. You know? 2B, accused juvenile persons shall be separated from adults and brought as speedy as possible for adjudication. God, like I told you, there's a judge here in New York State who's streaming this shit every day. Revolt, one motherfucker was in there like 8 times, still let out, doing all kind of crimes. Number 3, 10.3, the penitentiary system shall compromise treatment of prisoners, the essential aim of which shall be their information and social rehabilitation. Juvenile offenders shall be segregated from adults and be accorded treatment appropriate to their age and legal status. And you notice they use legal status in a lot of this UN shit. That's what I'm saying. If you're a fucking slave and you ain't got no status and you haven't said who you truly are, you know, even if you have a government slave name, you can still have a legal status. All right? Article 11, no one shall be imprisoned merely on the ground of inability to fulfill a contractual obligation. All right? This is why they fuck the traffic. You're not going to jail over no traffic tickets no more. Them days is over. Now, and then you see court cases which is actually telling you got the right to travel. Because they like, fuck it. Why are we going to clog up, do all this extra shit when ain't shit, just write tickets. People pay them, they pay them, fuck it. And you see court cases being ruled on where you got a right for locomotion. You got a right for travel, you know? Because no one shall be imprisoned merely on the grounds of the ability to fill a contractual obligation. Bring this up in a fucking traffic court if you got a license to see what the fuck happens. They're probably going to roll a red carpet out of the courtroom for your ass. All right? That's what I say. People talk all this shit, but what are you doing in your life? What are you doing in your life? You know? And then check this out. Article 12. Fuck the Constitution. We got to start doing. I've put the ICCPR in all my family court paperwork, and I've seen a hell of a change. I'm not in a fucking family court no more. I'm in front of a judge. Though they're pretending it's a family court, thinking that, oh, because he's quiet right now, oh, he's just, you know, I don't know what he knows. That's how they look at me. I don't know what the fuck he knows, but he's here. Obviously, he got here. This ain't family court. We don't play family court over. This ain't Jerry fucking Springer. You know, they may think that the other side may think we're playing Jerry Springer. I'm not there to play fucking Jerry Springer. We're not playing Jerry Springer. The only curveball that's been thrown is, oh, my daughter doesn't want to see me. All right, well, that's even better now. Because now we have grounds for real deep, let's figure this shit out. Why doesn't my daughter want to see her father all of a sudden, magically, as his relationship splits up? Well, let's talk about it. Let's go into it. Let's get into it. Let's go to some counseling and let's talk to the daughter. Let's talk to the father. And then, boom, then the fucking whole shit blows up and it starts going retracted. And now, guess what? The truth always prevails. When you stand on your square, stand in your heart, it ain't got nothing. It's got to go. The energy has to flow to you. You know? Has to flow to you. So, all right. So, as I read the next one, Article 12. Everyone lawfully within the territory of a state, all right, within that territory have the right to liberty of movement and freedom to choose his residence. Now, this is a slippery slope, all right? This is where squatting, this is where taking over people's shit, all right? This is why they can't tell them to move right there, all right? And this is where all the people that are talking about all this border shit, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. If y'all been here, you know I've been on the border documenting Border Patrol, the one that's protecting the border, got funneling them all in. It's because this right here, and they know they'll be sued if they go against it because these billionaires, all right, that are there to destabilize the nation, that have the funds, will sue the federal government, which is the Border Patrol, all right? Which, because these people under the ICCPR have the right to move freely, okay? Article 12.1, everyone lawfully within the territory of a state shall, within that territory, have the right to liberty of movement and freedom to choose his residence. Now, it's the liberty of movement, all right, that is for your right to travel. Doesn't matter if you fucking traveling in a chariot or a fucking Lamborghini. It doesn't matter. You're moving in some shit. You have that right to liberty of movement under Article 12.1 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Have them prove you don't. Point blank, period. And then you'll go to simply Article 11. No one shall be imprisoned merely on the ground of inability to fulfill a contractual obligation. You signed up for a license. Hey, y'all gonna imprison me? Imprison my body? You imprison my fucking car? All right? Because I couldn't fulfill your fucking driving fucking privileges? No. Because everyone lawfully within the territory has the freedom of movement. You didn't have no right to stop me. If I did something, then you have a right. This is all you got to use, guys. You know, amongst all the other shit, it gets easier and easier for us. You know, it's simple. And this is, you can memorize this shit, you know? All right, and this goes back to the borders. Article 12.2. Everyone shall be free to leave any country, including his own. All right? Every country, including his own. That's Article 12.2. Now check this out. Number 3, the above mentioned rights shall not be subject to any restrictions except those which are provided by law, are necessary to protect national security, public order, order public, public health, or morals, or the rights and freedoms of others. Long as this shit aligns and you ain't fucking, basically what they're saying, as long as you ain't hurting nobody, you got that right. That's what it means. If you're destructive and doing all kind of crazy shit, that's different. You're hurting the public. But they have to prove this shit. You think they're going to come to a, you think you go with this on your documents that they are required to follow? You know, they're required to follow this shit. You know, they're required to follow this. You think they're going to want to talk about this in a fucking courtroom? They don't even know about this. Their prosecutors ain't even going to know about this. The judge is going to have to read up on this and be like, damn, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But he's right. And I guarantee you the higher-ups know all about this shit because they understand LGBT, BLM. They've all been given the paperwork on this shit. God forbid it lands in my lap one day. Where a lot of us are going to be a lot freer if this shit lands in any of ours that know about this shit lap. What they've done to get all their rights. What they've done to have Obama come out and say, we're going to give rights to the gay marriage so they can marry free. No, you didn't give anybody nothing. That was already, you just had to come up and promote it because it was already set in stone, bitch. That's what they had to do. They had to act like they did something. They didn't do nothing. They had to come out and regurgitate what was already on the fucking books. So again, as I read this up, then we gotta kind of wind it down here, guys. The above mentioned rights shall not be subject to any restrictions except those which are provided by law. Remember, law, not leak code statutes and all this other bullshit, are necessary to protect national security, public order, or they even use, the Latin term, public health or morals, or the rights and freedoms of others, and are consistent with the other rights recognized in the present covenant. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of the right to enter his own country. That's the other one. All right. Now check this out. Article 13. An alien lawfully in the territory of a state party to the present covenant may be expelled there only in pursuance of a decision reached in accordance with law, and shall, except where compelling reasons of national security otherwise required, be allowed to submit the reasons against his expulsion and have his case reviewed by and be represented for the purpose before the competent authority or a person of persons especially designated by the competent authority. Basically, that means, bitch, we made this shit so confusing and tongue twisting for you. If your ass is in another state, as long as you ain't doing shit, you're not going to be removed. In a nutshell, that's what they just said. All right. You don't believe me? You dig through all the layers and figure out what I'm just making it the simplest form so people can understand. This is what they just said. You got to really be doing something threatening national security for your ass to be removed out of here. This is why they can bring all these people over here and nobody say or do anything, because there is no borders. All right. Which there shouldn't be anyway. I don't believe in the fucking border. We're all humans. All right. Article 14. Article 14.1. All persons shall be equal before the courts and tribunals. Period. In the determination of any criminal charge against him or of his rights and obligations in a suit at law, everyone shall be entitled to a fair and public hearing by a competent, independent, and impartial tribunal that's established by law. The press and the public may be excluded from all or part of a trial for reasons of moral, public order, or national security in a democratic society, or when the interest of the private lives of the parties so requires, or to the extent strictly necessary in the opinion of the court. See how they say opinion of a court? Because they're not supposed to bar any public from anything. That's why it's just an opinion. What they're talking about is court cases. What lawfully has been ruled on already. Yes, you could use that. All right. That's what they mean by opinion of the court in special circumstances where publicity would prejudice the interest of justice. All right. Which they do that now anyway. This is why you see the trials on TV, the ones that they want. You're like, well, why isn't this trial on? Why ain't that trial on? This is the game they're playing, guys. But any judgment rendered in a criminal case or in a suit at law should, see how they're saying at law? They're saying law. They're not talking about legal processes, code statute. Remember, they want to do away with all that unnecessary laws. All right? Because they want to, we already know the end game. They want to make it boot tyranny. Make it simple. Bitch, we rule, you get under our boot. But right now is a time where we could be being free, where we got the obligation and the obligation to be free. It's whether we choose to do it or not. All right. So, all right. But in any judgment rendered in a criminal case or in a suit at law should be made public, except where the interest of a juvenile persons otherwise requires, or the proceedings concern matrimonial disputes or the guardianship of children. Number 2, 14.2. Everyone charged with a criminal offense shall have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty according to law. See, now they're giving us that right. That's why people are being let on the street. Because now, before you dig a booger, you got to go to jail first. Boom. Ask questions later. Get a bail. Drink it in public. Go to jail. Now, you see what they're doing. They're letting everybody out because you're innocent until they prove you guilty. Then you got to go in. That's what they're doing, guys. It's all under this document right here. If you don't believe me, hey, I'm sorry. Prove me wrong. Number 3, in the detrimentation, sorry, it is detrimentation, but determination of any criminal charge against him, everyone shall be entitled to the following minimum guarantees in full equality, to be informed promptly and in detail. This all lining up what I read up earlier, in a language which he understands, of the nature and cause of the charge against him. All right? This is where you start breaking these motherfuckers down. Like, nope, I don't understand what you're talking about. What court are we in? Where are we at? What's it under? I mean, is this a traffic court? Is this a family court? Is this a criminal? Is this a civil case? Under what legislation? What judicial authority? Do you have personal jurisdiction? Well, how? How do you have personal jurisdiction? Am I obligated to obey this? Under why? What are you required to do? I need to know all that before we move forward, because I don't understand. And according to the ICCPR, Article 14.3a, it says to be informed promptly and in detail in a language which he understands, of the nature of causes of the charge against him. So therefore, you can do that. You can sit there, and if they bring it up, say, look, the United States signed on in 1940, I forgot what it was, to the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Under this, it was ratified that it's not self-executing, but if we do bring it to the attention of all authorities of judicial mental capacity and whatever you guys call yourself, you guys are supposed to, under 14.3a, inform me in a language which I motherfucking understand, because I don't understand what you guys are talking about. Boom, right there. These are keys to them saying, look, we don't want to deal with this motherfucker. We only want to deal with him after we get our boot of tyranny in a few years. We'll come back to him, mark him down, put him in our little book. He knows. We need to, yeah, he's in our little book. All right. But like I said, right now, you know, hey, it's all here. I'm reading it to you guys, you know. All right. 3B, to have adequate time and facilities for the preparation of his defense and to communicate with the counsel of his own choosing. Now that's left up for interpretation. I haven't dove into that one. I'm like, okay, can we have a motherfucker that knows all this shit come with us? Because according to this says a counsel of his own choosing. I gotta look deeper into that one, because I've been doing a little research on that one, and I'm kind of confused on what that says, you know. And then it says to be tried, and 3C, to be tried without undue delay. This is how I'm telling you guys, this is exactly how I'm getting a case dismissed against me, and I will show you guys all about that shit. All right, because of this one right here, to be tried without undue delay. D, to be tried in the presence and to defend himself in person or through legal assistance of his own choosing, to be informed. See, this is where we got to find out, because maybe people that know this shit can be, hey, look, yeah, right, yo, I got this case, yo, I got it to where you could come and do this shit with me. Like, yo, you could speak on my behalf, or you can coach me, or you can help me. You're my witness to what they're required to do to me. You know, we got to flip this game around and start seeing it. Hey, this the fucking possibility. I don't know, you know, but according to this, think about it. You know, it says legal assistance of his own choosing, to be informed. We already know under the Constitution, you don't have to be a lawyer. All right. It says it in the Constitution. It's already been ruled on. You don't have to be a lawyer to know and understand law to defend yourself, or you don't need one. I don't know if that applies to somebody else coming. I don't know that far. Sorry, I can't give you that information. But I'm reading this, and I've read it before, and I've tried to look into it, can't find nothing. Because again, we're just being born again. We're just breaking free from our chains. You know, we're just taking that thing out of the back of our neck from the Matrix and wiping all the slime off us and shit. That's what we're doing. All right. So again, D is to be tried in presence and to defend himself in person or through legal assistance of his own choosing, to be informed if he does not have legal assistance of this right, and to have legal assistance assigned to him in any case where his interest of justice so require, and without payment by him in any such case if he does not have sufficient means to pay for it. We already know what that means. E, to examine or have examined the witnesses against him and to obtain the attendance of the examination of witnesses on his behalf under the same conditions as witnesses against him. So means to examine or have examined the witnesses against him, meaning, okay, you need to see if these witnesses are credible before we even move forward. All right, and I need to be in presence while you do it to those witnesses. Think of that shit. They're basically setting up intimidation, tribunals where the person on trial can intimidate the fucking witnesses. F, to have free assistance of an interpreter if he cannot speak or understand language. And they're using this, with the whole border shit. All right. Number 5, everyone convicted of a crime shall have the right to his conviction and sentence being reviewed by a higher tribunal according to law. All right. Number 6, when a person has by a final decision been convicted of a criminal offense and when subsequently his conviction has been reversed or he has been pardoned on the ground of a new or newly discovered fact shows conclusively that there has been a miscarriage of justice. The person who has suffered punishment as a result of such conviction shall be compensated according to law unless it is proved that the non-disclosure of unknown fact at the time is wholly or partly attributable to him. Number 7, no one shall be liable or be tried or punished again for an offense for which he has already, that's double jeopardy. All right, so there's a lot. Article 15 I can read. All right. Check this out. Article 15:1. This is all lines up everything above. No one shall be held guilty of any criminal offense on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a criminal offense under national or international law at the time it was committed, nor shall a heavier penalty be imposed than the one that was applicable at the time when a criminal offense was committed. If subsequent to the commission of the offense, provision is made by law for the imposition of the lighter penalty, the offender shall benefit thereby. 2, nothing in this article shall prejudice the trial and punishment of any person, any omission at the time when it was committed or criminal according to the general purposes of law recognized by a community of nations. All right. Number 16, everyone shall have the right to recognition everywhere as person before the law. All right. No one shall be subjected to Article 17. No one should be subjected to arbitrary or unlawful interference of his privacy, family, home, correspondent, nor to unlawful attacks on his honor and reputation. Boom. Unlawful interferences. You already know that happens all the fucking time with his privacy. 2, everyone has the right to protection of the law against such interference or any attacks. All right. And this Article 14 is freedom of religion, thought, conscience, and religion. Everyone shall, this is important. Article 18, 1, everyone shall have the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right shall include freedom to have or to adopt a religion or belief of his choice. And I told you people were using this shit for the Mr. 19. You can't tell me what the fuck I think and believe in. I believe in pickles, and that's my God. And I'm going to register that, and I'm a pickle fucking follower. I'm a pickle worshiper. You gotta uphold it. They're putting kitty litter in bathrooms because of this shit. Here in Rochester, they have put kitty litter in fucking bathrooms for kids that identify as fucking cats, guys. It's disgusting, man. All right? Everyone shall have the right of freedom, thought, conscience, and religion. This right shall include freedom to have or adopt a religion or belief of his choice, and freedom either individually or in a community with others and in public or in private to manifest his religion. You know what manifest means? Bring forth, or belief in worship, observance, practice, and teaching. You got a right to do all this shit. People have been doing it already for years. All right? You got a right to do it. You got to establish that right. They don't know about the right. They're gonna abuse you because you don't know about that right. You got to establish that shit. 2, no one shall be subject to coercion which would impair his freedom to have or to adopt a religion or belief of his choice. Guys, this shit is so important, man. I'm getting hot. I don't want my phone to overheat. I'm gonna go get something to eat, but read this shit. All right. And look, Article 19. I missed a bunch of valuable information, but Article 19 says, 1, everyone shall have the right to hold opinions without interference. What are they doing to you on TV? They're trying to fucking mask that shit from you. You got a right for opinions. You know, people can't interfere with that right. Look at all the social media shit. You know? Everyone shall have the right to freedom of expression. This right shall include freedom to seek, receive, and impart from information and ideas of all kinds, regardless of its frontiers, either orally, in writing, in print, in this form of art, or through any other media of his choice. Number 3, the exercise of this right provided for in paragraph 2 of this article carries with it special duties and responsibility. It may therefore be subject to certain restrictions, but this shall only be such as provided by law and are necessary. A, for respect of the rights and reputations of others. B, for the protection of national, basically common fucking law. Bitch, as long as it ain't fucking destroying shit and fucking with other people, you can do it. All right. But Article 20, all right, this is where they're like, hold up, we realize what we did, so we got to close it out with this one. Article 21 says, Article 20, not 21. Article 20 says, 1, any propaganda for war shall be prohibited by law. 2, any advocacy for a national, racial, or religious hatred that constitute incitement to discrimination, hostility, or violence shall be prohibited by law. And we already know that's how they taking down all these little Trumpers and all this other stupid shit. That's how they doing it, because you're advocating for racial, religious, nationalist hatred. All right? That creates a hostile situation. 21, the right for peaceful assembly shall be recognized. No restriction may be placed on the exercise of this right. And this you've seen in New York City. No restriction may be placed on this right because they don't know who the fuck we are. They don't know who we know. These motherfuckers got on the horn. They called. Who are these motherfuckers? Nobody knew. All right, don't touch them. That's what was told to everybody. I know it was not physically, not really knowing, but I know it has something to do in these long other lines, because the right of peaceful assembly shall be recognized. That was peaceful. No restriction may be placed on the exercise of this right other than those imposed in conformity with the law and which are necessary in a democratic society in the interest of national security, public safety, public order, or the protection of public health, morals, and protection of the rights and freedoms of others. As long as you're not fucking with nobody's rights, ain't shit they can do. All right, that's enough. There's Article 22, and there's so on. There's shit. There's a bunch of them. Sorry to be long-winded there, guys. Whew. Shout out to all you guys. Was good, Ocho, Colon. So, whew, man. All right, it's mad questions now. But like I said, this is supreme law of the land, whether people want to believe it or not. People talk Constitution. You know, that's the what they use. They say, okay, yep, under the Constitution, because they don't want people to know about this. This is actually in front of the Constitution. And when you put this in front, they're like, okay, hold on. We never seen this before. We never seen this one before. Hold up. What is this motherfucker talking about? The ICCPR. Oh, shit. You mean to tell me we have to uphold all of this man's rights, this female's rights, this person's rights? We gotta uphold all their rights. Oh my God. All right, we gotta make sure. Okay, all right, okay. Damn, he done hit on every single point. All right. Leave this guy alone. You know? So, I mean, people think I be talking about my ass. Look the shit up. I've made videos about it, you know? People that hold on to this United States belief, I can't help you that you believe what you believe in. What they're doing, you got to go by. If they're doing this in our everyday life. People ask, how is this happening? How are they doing this? Well, that's why you got to pull it out of your ass and just don't create nothing out of your own mind to say. You out of your own mind is the facilitator, but you use what they got out against you. They done set it up to where this shit could be turned around on them. And that's what magic. You do magic, that same magic could be turned around on you. That's why you got to protect yourself. By protecting yourself is knowing yourself. All right? It's simple. You know yourself and you stand on them principles. And all this shit will come to you, you know? So while it's here, we should use it, guys. They're using it against us. Look around. How can they do this? How can they just say all of a sudden that they're letting all these people out and doing all this shit, you know? So, all right, guys, I am about to get up off here. I'm long-winded. Like I said, man, it's the purge. It's happening. You know, it's time for us to get right. And shout out to all you guys. Thanks, Moab. I appreciate you guys. But it's simple. ICCPR. Look it up. Start studying. It's an actual simple document. You know, and I stumbled upon this years ago when I was researching Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. And I really researched that shit. Like, I didn't say, oh, I just know about it. I actually went deep into this shit. Like, and went into a deep depression just reading all this shit. You know, finding it in my local area in Rochester, what they were doing before they did a lot of the shit they did here. It's like, wow. You know, so. And that's how I stumbled on. Then I did research. I started studying the law. And I started, oh, shit. Then I started seeing what's being done around us, what the government's doing all over the nation. I'm like, oh, my God, they're using. This is what it is. You know? How else can they do it? How else? And they even slick tell you human rights. You know, LGBT rights. Look what LGBT's done all over the world. How are they doing this? Well, they got the rights to do it. All right, well, we got the right to create our own shit. BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato. Let's create that. All right, they got to uphold our rights. We're the BLT. We're the BLT. You know? Bacon, lettuce, tomato. All right? That's what we are now. They got to uphold that shit, man. The framework, the paperwork just got to be pushed to the right places. Okay, well, they're here. Now, LGBT, you know, they can have a parade anytime. They can have one right now. All right, when you going to have it? Yeah, we don't want no police. Okay. You got to shut the street down, though, for us, though. But don't interfere with our shit. Okay. And that's what they'll do. And then, you know, if they need security, they'll hire private security. Or if they want RPD, they'll hire them. That's here locally. If you're in fucking San Francisco, wherever the fuck it is, guess what? If they want them, they can have it. If not, the city don't tell them what to do. They tell them what to do because they got rights. Just like you got rights. You don't ever see anything happening to anybody LGBT getting stopped, pulled over, none of that shit. All right? You don't see that shit, guys. Ask yourself why. Them motherfuckers run. They get pulled over. It was a video a couple years ago that was some I think it was a dude, but he was dressed like a girl and he was straight, you know, that type. That cop was just like, he was giving them earful. He knew some things, or he or she knew some things, was spitting it out at this cop. Man, that cop fucking hauled ass. All right? That cop didn't want nothing because they're told, man, don't be fucking with them people, man, because they got rights and your ass can be in a lot of trouble handling them wrong, calling them the wrong name. You know, that's how we should be. Nah, fuck that. I ain't black. You're calling me black. I'm not fucking black. I'm not this. I ain't that. You know? You got to assert your rights, man. You know? So, you know, it is what it is. So, all right, guys, I got to go. Love y'all. Peace and love.